Okay, we're here with Matt Danley, and today is August 15th. And I don't know, maybe it was 10:15. His court date was 10 o'clock, but around 10:15, Judge Duncan, Scott Duncan, did restore, as of today, as of the court date time, full capacity to Matt Danley. And this is Matt Danley. Matt, how do you feel today?
I feel good.
Um, what are you looking forward to now that you are going to be free again?
Well, I'm looking forward to returning to the Washington D.C. area, and uh, I'm an artist, and I so to get back into the art community there, and I was also going to continue my research and into early Christian history, and writing in that area, and perhaps getting a part-time job.
Matt, tell me about your education.
Okay, well, I graduated Catholic High School in 1977. Um, I was accepted into Haverford College outside of Philadelphia and completed a four-year degree, bachelor's degree in political science. Um, I was having, uh, from there I went to School of Visual Arts because, you know, just to continue my study of art, and I was having my works at various exhibitions and so forth, and selling some of it. Uh,
Well, what type of art do you do? Please describe the medium that you use.
well, I use um, inks, um, colored pencils, oil paints, and also I got into stained glass as far as subject matter, and yeah.
Where is some of this artwork at right now? Can someone see it if they wanted to?
Uh, yeah, I mean they can see it insofar as I mean I um, I have slides of it, and as well as I have the actual works themselves in my room here at the facility.
And where is this facility? What's the name of it?
Solaris Healthcare Center.
And how long have you been at Solaris Healthcare Center, Matt?
Well, I came here in January of 2011, and uh, and that was following a really bad fall that I had when I tripped and fell, and I had several surgeries to patch the bone up, and I shattered my elbow, and so I was transferred here from Arlington Hospital in, across from Washington D.C. and the accident actually happened on November 11th, uh, 2011, and so I was sent down here in January 2012 after the surgeries and so forth in Arlington Hospital.
So, some people, and we won't necessarily name names, but we'll just say some family members thought it'd be best for you to be in guardianship, and so things were filed, and you became in a guardianship. But you had a friend, one of your best friends, named Joseph Johnson. Is that right?
Joey John.
Joey John.
Yeah.
Tell me about Joey John. What type of role did he play in your life from maybe early until just recently?
Well, I met him. We met when we were 12 years old, and so that's a long time ago, 46 years ago. And we just started hanging out together and doing various things. And we went to different colleges, and
Did y'all go to school together though, in elementary or middle school?
Middle school
Okay.
and through high school.
Okay, so he went to Catholic High also.
Yes, he did.
Now, I know you from Pensacola School of Liberal Arts.
Mhm.
When I was in 7th grade, you were in 6th grade, and I remember you. And yes, definitely remember you. And you know, I just it was a surprise to me when all this stuff kind of connected with your best friend, and then who you were, and then I saw a picture. I'm like, oh my goodness, I know this guy. I know him. I know him. So it's amazing how these things, you know, I'll just say it. God had a plan, and He had a part in it. These things just don't. It's miraculous how everything kind of turned out. But what did Joey do to kind of help you get out of guardianship?
Well, he did some research as far as he got all these legal documents in my case, those assigning me my guardian, you know, my guardian's assignments and my restrictions at this place, and that, and as well as the, you know, financial records, how my finances were through power of attorney and other legal devices. My finances were taken from me, basically.
Yes, you had guardianship of both. Somebody else had guardianship of the person and the property, and then I think it changed to one person had the guardianship of the person, which basically makes all the personal decisions for you, and the guardian of the property, and it can be also termed as conservator, but they basically manage your finances to make sure that the money is well spent. And you know, we always want to make sure that when money's involved, everything's, you know, straight and transparent, and that's real important. But Joey seemed to do something about filing a restoration of capacity with the court. You're aware of that?
Yes, that was that I should follow the procedure as outlined, that if I wanted to get rid of my guardian and be declared, you know, free of that, I would, you know, need to have a hearing before a doctor, and the doctor's approval that there was no longer any need for me to have a guardian.
Right.
And that I did. And
so you didn't know about this. No one told you for the last 5 years. No one said, hey, Matt, if you try to get your capacity restored, there's a statute that allows that to take place. If you would have known about that, would you have done that earlier? Or would you have just been, okay, no, I'm fine with staying here?
No, I never would be fine with staying here.
Okay. But to your knowledge, the restoration of capacity was never an option that was presented to you.
Right.
Okay. You're pretty sure of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay. Well, very good. So today, around 10 o'clock, we went to the Escambia County Courthouse, the Blanchard Building, and at 10 a.m. there was a Judge Scott Duncan that proceeded over the hearing for the restoration of your capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I, along with someone with disability rights, was there to support you, Matt, and we were very happy with the outcome. There was no opposition to not allowing you to have your capacity back.
Mm-hmm.
And Judge Duncan said, along with your attorney, I believe it was Gutman?
Yeah.
Okay, your attorney Gutman requested the judge that you actually get capacity back today, immediately, right after the court hearing or during the court hearing. And the judge agreed. He said, yes, as of right now, the papers will be drawn up that will basically further legitimize, but in the court hearing, which several people witnessed, the judge gave you full capacity back as of the court hearing. So that was, that is it. That's it. Well, how do you feel about that?
I feel great.
Okay. So we've talked about some early history. We've talked about your background. We've talked about, your plans that you're going to go to up to D.C. When do you think that's going to happen?
Probably within the next 2 or 3 days.
Okay, so pretty doggone quick. Okay, got you. Well, I want to make sure that your story, if you want, gets out there. It could get. Do you think this would be a good thing for other people to know about? I guess.
Yes.
And why do you think learning and hearing about your story would be good for other people that are in guardianships?
Because I guess the thing is, I do feel I was taken advantage of, and in the situation of being given guardians, and especially guardians of my finances and personal guardian as well, because basically it's sort of an indentured servanthood position when you have a guardian. That is, the guardian has pretty much full authority to decide what you can do, where you can go, who you can see, etc., etc. And so I don't want I don't want what happened to me to happen to anyone else. And so, yeah, I would just say, to be very careful as far as the whole matter of guardianship goes.
Yeah. Do you think people don't really know what guardianship is in America? Did you have another idea of what a guardian was before you got in this?
Yes, I did. I had no idea that it was basically giving them, more like a master and a master-slave relationship, rather than, I thought it was somebody who was there to guard you, to help you along, to help you ultimately to come to no longer need their services, and so that was my general feeling.
I think everybody has that feeling. They just think, just the name guardianship, it just sounds like, oh wow, it's a warm, fuzzy feeling. And I believe that there are some really great guardians out there,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately, it's a position that you have so much power. Some people can be taken advantage of, and in those situations, they need to be exposed, and it just needs to be a last resort. Again, assisted decision making and other things are more available instead of going the full-blown route of guardianship. When you got in guardianship, you suffered a civil death, Matt. You had no constitutional or civil rights. You were basically chattel. You weren't someone that could actually say, I want an attorney and I want to do this or I want to do that. You were pretty limited as far as what you could do. And depending on what guardians you have, some are professional guardians especially, know the game, and if they want to be restrictive, there are many people in the United States, a lot of women, a lot of men, they're not allowed to see their mothers and fathers. Usually it's an older thing, but again, with you, if you have some type of disability or perceived disability, then you can be taken advantage of. And again, it may be not intentional, but you feel like it might be. And again, it's something that it needs to be transparent and people need to know more about.
Right.
Okay. Well, what else do you have to say? Go ahead and just freestyle it. You got anything else to say to the world and about Matt Danley and this day, August 15th, 2017?
No, not really. That pretty much wraps it up.
Okay. Well, we appreciate it, Matt, and hopefully we'll hear more from Matt in the future, and there'll be good things. I hope that, Matt, you continue your artwork and we can see it online. I want to tell everybody I've seen it. I'm impressed. The guy has mad skills, definitely, and hopefully his skills will flourish in the new freedom he has. And it's a new day, and this will affect people not only in Florida or Escambia County, but the entire United States, and who knows, maybe the world. We want to make a difference. Thanks again, Matt, for your time.
Thank you.